Running today with the RTX 3060 Ti. This is a 2020 video card from Nvidia. This is the Founder Edition model with 4864 shaders. It's got 8 GB of VRAM, GDDR6 Samsung, running at 1410 MHz on the core clock, 1750 MHz on the memory clock, 256 bits bus width, and we're gonna pair it up with this i7-6950X with 10 cores and 20 threads. This is a very awesome video card, but the best thing we can do for it is just jump in a couple of games and see how it holds with the system. Let's go. First and most important thing is to just jump in a game that I know requires a proper video card. So this game, I know it needs this video card to actually have a decent gameplay, you know. So first thing I done with this game, I did just jump in. I don't know the settings, I don't know, I think it's 1080p or something like that, but I'm gonna change it. I activated DSR so I can put 4K into to see if it's actually capable of doing something with this computer. You know, in this situation I don't know nothing, but let's see what I have in the settings. I got borderless, that is 1080p. Of course, motion blur is off. Let's go into the quality. TSR off, very high, and full ray tracing. This is not okay, you know, because ray tracing is butchering the whole thing. I'm gonna disable ray tracing. TSR, we're gonna put frame generation, and we're gonna keep like this. Without ray tracing, I need to have playable FPS. I can see this effect that it's doing with frame generation, but I think the best thing to do is to just disable it and see how it's performing. I got 6.4 GB of VRAM utilized and 80% load on the core, so there is a little balance between this, you know. I think it's gonna hold near the same FPS. Right, let's disable frame generation. Okay, with frame generation off, I got maximum core load and 40 FPS. I was thinking the same because it only had 80% load on the core, and without frame generation, it's gonna be maxed out and it's gonna be under 60 FPS. This is very interesting. I think the best thing I can do for it is just put maybe medium details without frame generation. Frame generation makes the game looks very funky, you know. So TSR maybe maybe DLSS. Let's see how the other settings are looking, because I feel a little pixelation, you know, and I don't really like the quality. DLSS, and maybe we can put as a game preset, we're gonna put mid to medium details with DLSS. Let's see. DLSS is good, you know, medium details. I'm looking at the hair whenever I'm moving, and I actually see that is doing a fantastic job. So medium details with DLSS gives me 80 FPS and 96% load on the core. Temperature is good. I got 66% fan power in order to deliver this temperature with 6 GB of VRAM utilized, and the video card is consuming a decent amount of wattage in order to deliver this FPS. So in this situation, I think this video card is capable of delivering some nice entertainment, you know, when it comes to newish game. Like I said back in with the old games, you know, video cards that were launched in the same year with the game, they cannot max out the game because it takes a couple of generations. It keep playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R, you know, and keep showing you video cards from the same year, and they barely run medium or low details on half of the resolution. It takes like 2 or 5 years in new generation of video cards to actually max out S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You know, the first one, imagine the new one, yet alone the same is with this game. I think in 2-4 generations of video card, you're gonna get a video card that will run this game at maximum quality, resolution, and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, I like it. All right, let's jump into Cyberpunk and see how many FPS we can get with this video card and the system. I'm actually curious because I don't know the settings. I don't know what I have here. It feels something like very interesting performance, 200 FPS. Okay, let's see how much we can put in this. So I got Fidelity FX, Auto. Let's disable everything that is upscaling. I'm gonna put as a quick preset. We're gonna put to, let's say, Ultra without any upscaling. Yes, so I'm gonna see how it's running like this. So with maximum details, no upscaling, this is something that I will do. Seriously, if I wanted to play the game, I will play like this with ultra, no upscaling, and you can actually see that the video card is doing a fantastic job, you know. So if you're interested on let's say some different type of resolution, maybe 4K or different type of quality, it shows you that the video card is capable of. I wanted to see it without any modification if it's utilizing the VRAM. In this case, you can see the video card is holding pretty well. Maximum core load, temperature wise is good, 64 degrees with 70% fan power. So that fan apparently is doing a fantastic job in this case, and yeah, it's keeping the video card cool with 80 FPS on average. This is the most important thing, the system itself, you know, how it's performing with this video card. And I got like nearly over 60% load on the CPU at good temperature, 55 degrees on the CPU side with nearly 10 gig of system RAM. You know, the quality is good, the performance is good, it is being utilized here properly, and I can say that this system, this CPU should have bought it in the first place, not that $26.99. seriously, it's, I mean, I learned, you know, but it doesn't matter. This is one of those computers that actually works really nice with this video card, so I like it. Let's see how Delta Force is working with the system. I got 100 FPS here, 64 degrees on this occasion, but everything is turned on ultra, 1080p, nearly 400 watts consumption. The game looks fantastic with the details, you know. I don't think there is any upscale because I remember it was off in the settings, and yeah, it looks gorgeous, you know. It feels very snappy. I put even the capture card offered me 100 hertz, you know, like the game knows how to utilize the video card, you know, and the cable at maximum. I like it, you know. It's on full screen, not window mode, and it feels very snappy with less than 10 ms. The whole thing is just a good experience in this case, and I love it, you know. In this situation, do I need more? I think it can go 1440p with maximum details, you know, to be around 100 fps, because the target is 100 hertz, and in this case you can actually see the performance is actually fantastic. So it's holding around 100 fps. This is the most important thing, because if I'm reaching like 95-98% load on the core, I don't want to go lower on the FPS, you know. If I have the option for 100 hertz with the capture card and the cable, because this is the max, it goes 144, but the monitor doesn't go on this occasion via the capture card, you know. So I have to stay with 100 hertz. Very interesting performance from the capture card and the monitor in this case. On the system side, I got like 12.8 gig of system RAM utilized. Good performance from the computer itself. It's around 20-30% load on this occasion. It's doing okay. There's no problem on utilizing this computer with this video card. Everything is good here with this computer. Apparently it's holding pretty well in this occasion with explosion and stuff like that. CPU has no problem. You can actually see it's around the 13 gig of system RAM utilized, and it's still going really well with this. This is gonna be very interesting because I got 1080p with maximum details. Decent performance from a computer like this, you know, for video card like this is actually good. You can actually see it's doing pretty well with ultra details on 1080p. I got nearly 400 watts consumption from this, and it's doing actually okay in this case with this video card and the system. System-wise, this is actually a good performance, like 16 gig of system RAM utilized here. The quality, it's actually awesome. I got maximum core load on the video card with 65 degrees in this occasion, doing pretty well with this, but the best thing I can do is just let it go and see how it's performing. I was expecting it to be very bad on this because of the CPU side, but on the CPU side I got like 35-40% load. It's holding pretty well with this video card, but the most important thing is maximum details, you know. If I want higher resolution, I think I have to go lower on the quality, maybe use DLSS some frame generation. Now it's on native, so there's no problem on actually utilizing this. I think on maximum details the video card is holding okay-ish, you know. I think you have to put DLSS and stuff like that in order to keep this video card under being utilized at maximum. Before jumping in Counter-Strike with this video card and this system, you're gonna see that on 4K resolution actually with maximum details, this video card can actually push 70-80 FPS on average. I wanted to put this maximum quality. I wanted to push this video card at maximum because I wanted to see how it holds. In a situation in which you want more FPS, I think lowering the resolution would be ideal, using Fidelity FX because this is turned off in order to get the maximum quality. It will be all beneficial for you to get more FPS, and this is like the best quality, the best resolution I can put for this, and it's utilizing this video card at maximum. 99% load on the video card score, 67 degrees on the video card temperature with 85% power on the fan with 200 watts consumption, 7.3 gig of VRAM utilized, nice, nearly 400 watts consumption. So you can actually see that the video card the system is doing a fantastic job. Talk about the system, 11.7 gig of system RAM used for this game in order to deliver this performance. I got like 30-35% maximum load on the CPU side with 48-50 degrees. All in all, I can say this video card and this setup, it's actually a fantastic choice if you're interested on actually playing Counter-Strike. You can actually see even this old CPU can actually do the job. The video card is still capable of delivering nice performance with high resolutions, with maximum quality apparently, but I will not do it like this because even reaching 100 FPS it will be ideal, because in a case like this I got with the capture card and the cable I got like 100 Hertz compatibility. That's the maximum. If I disable the whole capture card and just go with the DisplayPort cable, I think I'm gonna reach 240, and that's something that I want. Then I will put low details, maybe 1440p Fidelity FX, and get the best performance from the system. But in this case I just wanted to show you at maximum how it looks and how it performs. How about Starfield? I don't know what quality I have with this computer now, and the only thing I'm curious how it's possible to have only 40 FPS with 50-60% load on the CPU. So I'm actually surprised that the video card is not fully loaded. 50-60% load on the video card and 60% load on the CPU. We need to find out what is going on here. Display, what do you got here? I got 1080p, dynamic resolution is off, render scale at 58. Put a 100%. And it's a preset with Ultra. I got upscaling DLSS with balance and no frame generation. Let's put it to performance. Let's try with, okay, so it's on Ultra quality. I got dynamic resolution off and performance mode on DLSS. Reflex on and enable VRSR, shading during rendering. Alright, let's see with DLSS how it's doing. 40-50 FPS. Very complex because there's a lot of models and a lot of objects in this room, So if you go outside or go in an empty room, you'll be like, yeah, very easy on the performance to render. Actually outside it's even harder. 51 FPS, 5.1 gig of VRAM utilized. Actually see here the ship here, it looks okay-ish, with this quality. You can actually see the details are not that bad, but they are like very dodgy because they are before rendering. Doesn't matter, it looks okay, the antenna here is good, and I think this is the field of view for rendering. All in all, I can say this is a decent quality with 50 FPS, 5.1 gig of VRAM utilized. Alright, let's take a look and see how we can adjust this. Let's see with 50% render scale, still the same 51. Doesn't do too much, seriously. DLSS, how about FSR with frame generation? And I'm disappointed on DLSS here, seriously. This is good. I got render scale to 50%. We're gonna put it to 100% with frame generation because then it will look nice. The moment it's 50% render scale, and frame generation, you can see the fuzziness, and I don't like that, So even though I got frame generation with 100% render scale, you see that when I'm moving, I don't have any artifacts. This is actually a decent performance from this. I got like 80% load on the video card with 5.5 gig of VRAM, so I like this quality. See, it looks okay, In this situation, there's a lot of details. Everything is good with this. All in all, this is actually a fantastic performance from the video card and the system. On the system side, I got like over 70% load on the CPU with 16 gig of system RAM. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but yeah, this video card with the system, it's actually put on the same time, both of them at the wall, even the CPU and the GPU. Fantastic performance, seriously, from both of them. Then how they are delivering 100 FPS in this game. I like it. Ultra details, you understand, 1080p. So if I go medium details or maybe medium low, medium details, I can go higher resolution, but I don't want that. 1080p apparently looks okay. The quality is good. Everything is good in this, and I like it. Why? I'm gonna follow. I'm just kidding because I have jetpack. This is actually a funny performance because I want to explain what the heck is going on, because I tried so many things and I want to show you how it's performing. I got 1440p because I wanted to go 4K on this occasion, but the menu in the game, it's designed for maximum 1080p. I'm not joking. The mouse doesn't go more than 1080p. you know. So on 1080p it covers the boxes where you click on load, exit, settings and stuff like that, you know. The moment I put DSR and try to put 4K, I couldn't go with the mouse to click on load or exit or revert the resolution, so I had to disable it back and come back and let the natural resolution, that is maximum 1440p, via the cable and the monitor. This is a very interesting performance this game and this computer is offering here. Apparently this computer, in this case with 1440p maximum details, you can actually see it's offering 100 fps 120 with everything turned on. This is an old game, and with an RTX 3060 Ti I got 100 fps. The frame time is good, under 10.767 ms. Can actually see is doing pretty well. Only 1.7 gig of VRAM. So imagine being in 2008, what video card do you had that had 1.7 gig of VRAM? The only way you could have done it if it was with SLI or Crossfire. Crossfire was the only one that allows you to add up the VRAM and actually benefit from the quality of the game, you know, because in this case you can actually see it looks fantastic, you know, the performance is good, everything is good, the quality is there, maximum core load with 66 degrees on an RTX 3060 Ti. So if you're telling me that oh my god, the game is not optimized, no, there's just a little difference between the video card that is capable of delivering the FPS. Look at this, when I come to the shop it starts to show that frame time, you know, but look at it, how small it is. It still stays under 10 ms, and that's actually a good performance. This is one of those situations in which you can see that is working really nice. So I like it. I like how this video card is working here, and it shows you that how many years it takes until you end up with maximum quality and maximum resolution. Weird to see it, but it's doing a fantastic job. Look at this, 110, 120 fps. This combination that I managed to do today, it was actually good. Seriously, if I have to do it every single day like this, I had no excuse. Seriously, everything is working perfectly. The CPU, the GPU is doing a fantastic job. I can play every single game on maximum details or adjusted in such a way that I have no problem. I love every single minute with this computer, you know, in every game, because it shows me that this is not an expensive computer, you know. I think this is actually achievable even today when it comes to building a PC. It's an old CPU, you know, but some say it's not very adequate. But if it's cheap, you can find the CPU very cheap. It's good, you know. This mainboard is not very adequate because it's got SLI and they are a little expensive. But a cheaper mainboard with a CPU like this can actually do a fantastic job, you know. So I think this is an overall good system that managed to do really nice to this video card, managed to put this video card, this 3060 Ti, in a good spot, you know, managed to output so many FPS with maximum details and maximum core load, but the overall performance was like spot on, you know. There was nothing to complain in this case, and I love that. If you want an RTX video card, I think this is by far the best RTX to get, you know, 3060 Ti. I love this Founders Edition because it's very cool, it's not loud, it doesn't consume a lot of watts, 200 watts, it's okay, you know, for a video card that gives you this type of performance. So all in all, this is nice, you know. But if you want it, you have to pay a little money for it, you know. So in a way, I recommend it. In another way, you know what, if you're not into new stuff, then it's not worth it, you know. But this type of combination is still adequate, and I really like it, seriously. But if you have any suggestion for the system or for this video card, leave a comment, and I will see you very soon.